Hello everybody, so today I would like to speak to you about the final keyword with PHP when you declare a class, when you use OOP, so the object-oriented programming. Obviously, the final keyword when you are creating a class is not only available with PHP, it's available in many other different languages, but today we will cover PHP. So let's say, for instance, I will create a class called person. So with PHP, normally a file name, so the name of the file is the name of the class. With different languages, it's different, but with PHP, usually you create, obviously you don't have to, but normally it's a good convention to create one file per class, and the file name will be the name of the class. So here I will have person. As you can see, I use PHP Storm, but obviously you can use any other IDEs such as Visual Studio and many other, like some are using Sublime or Atom or I don't know, any other text editor is fine. You also have TextMate, which is a good one as well. So in my case, I have person, and let's say I have a constructor, so public function. So with PHP, you declare a constructor with a double underscore and then construct. And that's my class is person. And then I will have another class called animal, for instance. It's just an example, obviously. And here, person, animal, obviously, I'm not even sure if it's a good example. I will call that one maybe to be more realistic. I will rename that one to tiger. So I have animal, and here I have tiger. Obviously, because I have tigers, I will rename the name of the class to tiger as well. And I will extend it to animal, which makes sense. And then animal will have some specification that all animals have, like maybe they can walk, they can eat. So let's say public function eat, and let's do echo I eat. So that's one of the methods. In a class, the function in a class, usually we call them methods. And here in tiger, I have something else, and I have different methods only that tiger have. And then I will have an index.php I will create. And here I will just I will create my object tiger. My computer is a little bit slow. I'm sorry about this. It's because I do some video processing at the same time. So here I will just require the tiger class, and obviously I will also require animal. Beautiful. And then I will have tiger equal sign new tiger, and then I do tiger eat. Let's yeah, so let's try this. So I will actually use the inbuilt PHP server available since PHP 5.4, which is really nice. So you do 127 001. This is like the localhost IP. I go there, and let's see what we have. I eat, that's amazing. However, now if I set the tiger class as final, I won't be able to inherit it. I'm sorry, the animal class as final, the tiger class won't be able to inherit it. This is actually the purpose of the final keyword. When I set a class as final, any other class cannot inherit it from it, you see? So now PHP should give me an error. And it's nice when my class is like a static class with only static methods, because usually when my methods are static, I don't necessarily want to inherit it. Sometimes I do, but it depends. But most of the time, I mean, not always. If I have a class with constants, only constants, sometimes I have a class for settings and it's only constants. So let's actually do it here. I will do like setting, for instance, or options. Let's say options. And my class options will only have constants. So since PHP 7 PHP, what's the name? Now I forgot. 7, I think it's PHP 7. I can have the access visibility on constants in a class. So the access modifiers, if you prefer. So I have public const and then name, and here we'll have tiger, and then I will have another constant, and that one will be it will be enabled, or maybe not. I don't know what else can I call it. For instance, title, and here I will have animal, and you see I have two constants. And obviously that class, there's nothing much to be inherited. I don't want another person to extend my option class. So what I will do, I will use the final keyword. So at least that way I know no one will inherit my class, especially when you use when you work with other developers, but also when it's a library that you publish on packages.org. When you want to publish your library, your package, you want to be strict with your library, and you want to say to the developers, hey, I'm sorry, but you can't extend that one because it's a bad practice, or so on. So, and if they try to, they will receive this error from PHP saying that they cannot do it because it's final. So this is the purpose of the final keyword. Nowadays, also when you write unit tests with PHP unit, and actually it's also the case where they show, I mean, if you check the examples on the latest PHP unit version, PHP unit 9 and 9.5, they display the samples of the test also as final. And it's a good practice when you write tests also for most of them to be final, because most of the test class, you don't want them to be extended by another test class. So when you write your test class like tiger test, and it will be from test case from PHP unit, you usually want to have it as final, set as final, because that one usually won't be extended. Some test class would be, but most of them won't. So it's again it's a nice and good practice to have them as final. That's it for now. I hope you see better why it's important to use final when you want to be strict with, it's like a nice way to show how to use correctly your library. And, it doesn't need documentation. Before, you would have to use different tricks. Now you can just use the final keyword, and that's it. And the final keyword is available since PHP 5. So usually you always have it installed everywhere in all environments you use. See you by now.